But I don't want to go among mad people, Alice remarked. Oh, you can't help that, said the cat. We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad. How do you know I'm mad? Said Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't have come here. Hi guys, I'm planning on having an Alice in Wonderland inspired weekend, and today I'm going to visit Oxford because Oxford is the city that inspired Lewis Carroll to write Alice in Wonderland, and it's also where he worked as well as a mathematician at one of the colleges there. So I'm going to be visiting a lot of Alice locations in Oxford, and tomorrow I'm going to be making an Alice inspired afternoon tea, and also I have some other Alice fun activities planned. I'm also just currently recovering from a cold, so if I do sound a little weird in this video, it's because I am struggling to breathe a bit. My nose is all congested this morning, but I'm not too bad. It wasn't the worst cold I've had. I also am running a little late. I need to catch a train. I have just been messing around for about 30 minutes trying to attach this bow in my hair. I'm terrible at hairstyles. I love doing makeup, but hair, no, I'm really bad. I can't even apply a simple bow. It just wasn't working for me. I have planned tomorrow though to wear a blonde wig, and so I will wear this bow tomorrow. I'm very disappointed I've been defeated though, but I better get moving because I am going to miss my train. So I will see you in Oxford. I've arrived in Oxford and I'm at my first destination, which is the Alice shop, which is a shop where you can buy a load of Alice merchandise. I'm not too sure though whether I can film inside the shop, but the building is actually where the real Alice used to buy sweets. I don't think I've been in this shop before, so I'm excited to go and have a look inside. I just wanted to show you what I'm wearing today. I am wearing a blue dress. I'm dressed like Alice today. And I also wanted to show you my sister's top too because it's really cool. She has the Mad Hatter on her top. Look at that, it's really cool. A very scary Mad Hatter though. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't film in the shop, but they had some really nice stuff in there. I've bought this badge in the style of John Tenniel's drawings. I'm going to make my way to Christ Church College, which is where Lewis Carroll worked, and he spent most of his academic career here from 1855 to 1881. Lewis Carroll got a lot of his inspiration from Christ Church College here for his Alice in Wonderland story, and one of the inspirations was the Tom Tower. I'm now entering into Christ Church Cathedral. I've taken the audio tour here, and it has lots of information on. Look at all these beautiful stained glass windows. I'm in the Great Hall now, which inspired quite a few things, including Harry Potter, and it also inspired Lewis Carroll as well. And in one of the stained glass windows in the corner, you can just about see a white rabbit. There is a tiny door here at Christ Church College called the Alice Door, and this is a famous wooden door in the Christ Church College gardens that is said to have inspired the idea of the tiny door through which Alice enters Wonderland. She had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or watch to take out of it, and burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. In another moment down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. We did have a real trouble finding this door because we thought that it was open to the public, so we were looking around all over the place for it, and in the end we asked somebody who worked here and they told us that it isn't actually open to the public, but if you ask, they'll open the door for you from the cathedral and you're able to view it from a distance. So I got a quick video and picture of the door. I'm now at the Botanic Gardens in Oxford, which is another location that inspired Lewis Carroll, and I have been here before. It's a really beautiful place, and I know that they have a Cheshire cat up in a tree around here somewhere, so I'm going to try and hunt for that now. So the cat actually hasn't been here for very long. It's the Alice door all over again. We're now struggling to find the Cheshire cat. We're just checking up on all the branches. I don't want to leave until we find it though. Where are you, Cheshire cat? Maybe it's disappeared. Got to keep our eyes out for it. Bird building a nest down here. It's making a right noise. It's got a lot of twigs. Don't think he can carry anymore. Oh, we can. We finally found the Cheshire cat, a little scarier than what I remember it being before. And it says here that Lewis Carroll and the real-life Alice visited the Oxford Botanic Gardens frequently. Well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, thought Alice, but a grin without a cat. It's the most curious thing I ever saw in my life. That was quite a demonic looking cat, to be honest. There's a building here. I think this is supposed to be a cocktail bar, but they have a lot of different artwork on the building of Alice. I don't know whether the part behind me is private. I don't know if I'm allowed to go through here or not. But through the gates behind me is the Liddell building, which is the house where the Liddell family live. And the family's little girl was Alice Liddell, who of course was the inspiration behind Alice. Yesterday I picked up some of these red velvet buttermilk pancakes from M&S, and today I'm going to have these for my breakfast. I just thought that these would suit my Alice themed weekend because the red colour is not something you'd usually see. Those pancakes were so nice despite the unusual colour. I just love food from M&S. It's my favourite food shop. I don't think I've bought anything from M&S that I didn't like. I think everything tastes nicer from there, but I don't shop there as much as I would like to because it is a bit more on the pricier side. But I did pick up some stuff from M&S yesterday to have with my Alice themed afternoon tea today, so I will show you what I picked up later. But first of all, I thought I would show you some of my Alice merchandise. I don't have a lot, but I will show you the stuff I do have. I am wearing my Mad Hatter pin I picked up yesterday. I really love this. I've got a little Alice Sum Sum. This is supposed to be the White Rabbit, the Cheshire Cat. I think they're called Sum Sums. Hope I'm saying that right. This is my sister's Mad Hatter statue. My sister also has this soft toy Mad Hatter. I also have the live action Disney films, which are directed by Tim Burton. I wasn't a big fan of these films though. I've also got the second one. I've only seen them once. And then I've got the classic Walt Disney Alice in Wonderland on film, which I just love this film. I've also got this Alice in Wonderland bookmark with John Tenniel's drawing on. I also have this beautiful copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland with this gothic design. I did want the Alice book with John Tenniel's original drawings in, but I just love this copy so much that I'm really happy with this one. It's definitely my favourite Alice copy that I've seen. Show you some of the drawings. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had to peep into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversation? And I just love this book. It's a 5-star book for me, and I'm currently rereading it at the moment. I'm now going to show you what I'm going to have for my Mad Hatter tea party. I am going to have some tea, even though I do not like tea, but you can't have a Mad Hatter's tea party without tea, so I feel like I have to at least have a cup, 1 cup. So I'm going to have some cheese and cucumber sandwiches on brown bread. I do prefer brown bread a lot more than white. I've got some mini sausage rolls, and I've got these grapes, and they taste like candy floss, so I thought they would be a fun snack. And because Alice had some cake which made her grow tall, I picked up these cupcakes from M&S. And I also wanted to pick up some tarts, so I picked up these pineapple flavoured ones because I thought this was a fun flavour. I've never tried pineapple tarts before. I'm actually very excited to try these. I love pineapple. Have some wine, the March Hare said in an encouraging tone. Alice looked all around the table, but there was nothing on it but tea. I don't see any wine, she remarked. There isn't any, said the March Hare. Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it, said Alice angrily. "It wasn't very civil for you to sit down without being invited," said the March Hare. I really enjoyed my Mad Hatter tea party today, especially those pineapple tarts. They were gorgeous. I'm going to end the video here. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Come, let's hear some of your adventures. I could tell you my adventures, beginning from this morning, said Alice a little timidly. But it's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then.